India is one of the most fascinating, colorful and mind-blowing destinations I ever been traveling to. Whilst nothing can really prepare you for the assault on all your five senses, you can make your first time traveling this amazing country a bit easier. So in this video I will share with you guys the 5 things I wish I knew earlier before traveling for the first time in this incredible country. Let's dive in. So the first thing I wish I knew earlier before traveling to India are the scams, especially in big cities like Delhi. So as soon as I arrived at the metro station in Delhi, a guy approached me asking whether I had a booking confirmation, a hotel. I said yes. I had 3 nights booked in a hotel in an area called Pahanjan, very close to the metro station, one of the most touristy areas of Delhi. And this guy told me that the area was currently shut, was completely closed due to some farmers protests in that area, and I had to go to a tourist office in order to gather a permit to access that area. So we went together with a rickshaw to that tourist office. A guy welcomed me and he said that actually, yeah, that area was closed. The hotel was closed. He also made a fake call to that hotel. I spoke with someone, but actually that person was not the hotel owner. They confirmed that that hotel was closed and I had to book another place basically. And this guy at the tourist office advised me to book other tours in other areas like Jaipur, Rajasthan. So he really was very pushing, trying to convince me to book somewhere else. So I got very suspicious about this, like very pushy behavior. So I went outside of the tourist office and actually I asked someone in the area whether this protest was actually happening, and of course they said, well, there is no protest whatsoever in that area. So the scam is that they are faking a protest in the area, that your hotel is completely shut for that days and you should book somewhere else. Well, don't believe anybody. Don't believe anybody who is approaching you at the train station, at the metro station in a very busy area, because yeah, they are basically scammers. So I made a complete separate video on my experience in Delhi, so go and check it out if you're interested. But on the other hand, the biggest thing I wish I learned before traveling to India was to have more time for the locals. Yes, be aware of the common scams, but don't perceive every hello friend as a danger.
Italiano, very good people. Good Italian people is very friendly, good people.
So stop and chat, accept their invitations, answer all of the questions they ask, and once I finally learned to open up to the locals, I couldn't believe the warmth and kindness that they show me. Very friendly people in India so far, really. Everybody saying hi, trying to engage in a conversation, and most of them trying to be helpful. Second thing I wish I knew before traveling to India is the air pollution, especially in the northern side of India and in big cities like Delhi. So basically you might be tempted to travel to certain parts of India in winter time because the temperatures are much cooler compared to the summertime, and that's completely fair. However, be aware that northern cities like Agra, Jaipur and Delhi in winter time are one of the most polluted cities in the world. According to the Indian National Air Quality System, there is a scale between 1 and 500, and all the figures above 500 are severe, which means it's better if you stay home. And during my stay in Delhi, this index was always above 500. So the weather was always foggy during the whole day, and actually was very difficult to breathe. So if you do come during the winter time, I strongly advise you to stay in Delhi just for 1 day, because it's really polluted. Have you ever heard about the famous Delhi belly? Well guys, the fourth thing I wish I knew before traveling to India is how to eat in order not to get sick. So there are very few rules you should follow in order not to get sick. Everybody say that the first time you will get to India you will get sick, but actually this is not true if you follow very simple rules. First of all, don't drink the tap water or ice, and even when you buy bottled water, make sure that this is completely sealed, because some shopkeepers used to refill the bottle with tap water, so of course you will get sick. So try to buy bottled water in a very big shops or like supermarket chains, but also always make sure that the bottle is actually sealed properly. Second tip is peel it or wash it. I'm talking about fruits and vegetables. You either peel it like bananas or wash it with bottled water, and if you find already sliced pineapples or any other fruit, there is a big chance that the knife used to cut that fruit was not clean.
I'm not ready for street food yet.
And then you use the hand sanitizer whenever you eat street food, which is amazing in India, so you shouldn't miss it. But before you eat it, use it because most likely your hands are dirty. What are they selling here? Hello. Hello. Namaste. Namaste. What is this? Looks like some zucchini, fried zucchini. Hello. Is it good? Can I get one?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Coconaccio. Coconaccio.
तो सिर्फ नो
Oh.
ये सही सा फकीर
Huh? My name. Ah, nice to meet you. Gabriel.
मोहिदीन
Mohiddin.
भंडारी शाह
Nice to meet you.
कमलान सिंधे
Namaste. Nice to meet you.
आमिर मुजावर
What's your name?
हाँ मैं तौसीफ
Gabriel.
आई एम एक्टर यहाँ का
Nice to meet you.
Ah.
Okay. Wow, very good. Spicy. Very spicy. Okay. Wow. The fourth thing I wish I learned before traveling to India is that you need to get used to a lack of personal space. If your skin color is white, get used to getting stared a lot. But don't feel offended for people are not trying to be rude, they are just curious. She's very popular, apparently. People will stare for different reasons, so you better get used to it. If you ever wondered how does it feel to be a celebrity, well, India is the best place to experience it. I lost the count of how many people kindly approached us to ask for a selfie, for a picture together, to ask whether we were there for business, for tourism, what's our country, what's our religion, and that's really, really pleasant. And more in general, the concept of personal space is not a thing in India. And I couldn't blame them for that because India has 5 times more people than the US, squeezing in an area that is 3 times smaller. So simply get used to getting squashed when using public transport and when walking around some of the busy streets or markets. But actually, I love this chaos, I love this energy. Namaste.
नमस्ते Where you from?
Italy.
Italy nice
You
country.
here?
Yes
Nice city.
Pink city
Pink city.
yeah
Our first day here.
what's your name?
Gabriel.
Name
Gabriel.
nice name
You?
Govind
Govin. Nice to meet you, Govin.
thank you so much
Bye. Bye. But if you are not very comfortable with this constant, chaos and people surrounding you and cars like horning honks, yeah, that could be an issue. The lack of personal space also transfers to verbal communication as well. So don't be surprised if random people approach you asking questions that might be intrusive or a bit awkward, like for example, whether you are married or what's your religion and so on. But actually, I love to be surrounded by so many people, very curious people asking me for like any kind of questions, generally like curious to meet a foreigner, and that's one of the main reasons why I travel to India. Hello, namaste. Namaste. Where are you from? India.
India.
Which part of India? Ah,
Mehsana, Gujarati.
Uttar Pradesh.
Ah,
No.
Uttar
Ah,
Pradesh.
yeah. Okay. I don't speak Hindi, but okay. Hi. Nice to meet you. India. Namaste. Namaste. Bye bye.
जाने का ये आज मनो कर बोरा मत हो जा मत हो जा आज मनो कर बोरा मत हो जा
Good, yeah.
मोदी गुजराती नहीं बोल वाला.
And the last thing I wish I knew earlier before traveling to India is the language barrier. According to the Indian constitution, there are 22 official languages in India. The most spoken language remains Hindi, followed by Bengali, which is the second most spoken language, and Marathi and Telugu, the third and fourth respectively. While English is widely spoken in general, especially in big cities, it's less known than I initially thought before traveling to India. So outside of cities and tourist hubs, you may find yourself in a bit of a language barrier. So familiarize familiarize yourself with some Hindi words before hitting the road is a very good tip. So we face some communication trouble, especially with tuk-tuk drivers or shopkeepers outside of the main cities. Also, what I noticed that in Western cultures, normally we are used to say what we mean very, very clearly, but in India is a bit different. In India, people tend to make greater use of body language, so for Western foreigners, this can be incredibly confusing. Also, as far as I noticed, saying no in Indian culture is perceived as kind of disrespectful. So whenever you ask something and someone doesn't know the answer, instead of saying no, they will try to give you an answer, even though that answer is not completely accurate, complete, and correct. So rather than say no, Indians might prefer to give you a slight head wobble like this, saving both their own face and that of the person they are communicating with. And that's all for today, guys. If you have any other tips, advices, or things I should have learned before traveling to India, please let me know in the comment box below, especially because I'm really keen to come back to India, such a fascinating and mind-blowing country. I would like to visit other states, especially the south, Kerala, Goa, Mumbai as well, but also the northeast. So thank you very much for watching and see you each other in the next one. Bye.